Yes, 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 yes. Hello. Today we've got some interesting stuff going on. I'm going to see, with as little scuff as possible, what is up. Let's move this over there. Okay. Let's plug this in. Ah. And then we'll keep this there and just point it downward. And then we're going to add Yep, that's the way. I wonder if I can, like, and then what if I... Yo, it's crazy. It's crazy. Totally nuts. Let's move this over here. How is that looking? Oh, yeah. Kind of difficult to see it, isn't it? So I'm going to put this down there. That's looking much better. Much better. Much better, friends. Let's kind of push him back away from my face a little bit so I have to lean in. Yeah. And then we've got one more thing we've got to add. The scratchy source. This is an audio input capture. And it's the Tascam. Let's see. Yep, it forgot where the Tascam was. Is it not on the list? There it is, Porta Capture 8. Nice. Uh-oh, it's Pebbles. Uh-oh. Stormfrost 106. I sound like I'm from Burbank. I sound like I'm from Burbank. Well, you know, back in my... Oh, it's a California accent. Back in my airports, you know, I was the best. I was the best. Just absolutely. Okay. So now that I've got that out of my system, out of the system. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I might need to dip this down a little bit. Oh, it's difficult to get the microphone suspended right above. Because I've got a keyboard over here that I have this tripod over the edge with. Anyway, so we're going to do some more emotes. These are a couple of the ones I've produced recently. I think as recently as last week I produced these. We've got starry eyes. Normally it's a 4-pointed star, so I wanted to do a 5-pointed star to be like different. Of course, you don't really want to go like full 6 or 7-pointed star because then it has a different connotation, but the 4 and the 5-pointed stars I think are very good looking for that kind of emote. We've got Void, Dizzy. And so I've been keeping all of these new emotes up here. And I've got some that I would like to replace. Specifically, like this one is No Way. No way. No way. Deeply suspicious. How are y'all doing, by the way? Good to see you, Pebbles and Stormfrost 106. I will never forget the prank you pulled on me. Let's do this one first. Oh, I wanted to add Peachy for the next 3 days. That's true. That's true. Let me do, hold on. Let me do a drag and drop here. We're going to shrink that, put it over. We're going to in here. Let's try ambience. I just received some bad news yesterday as I was trying to load this game, Lords of the Fallen. Apparently my Intel i9 chip it had some kind of baked in problem with it, and it's not able to play certain Unreal Engine 5 games without like this thing and maybe tweaking my BIOS. What was gravity ambience? I like this one. Gravity ambience, will drag it over. And then I want to listen to it as well. Now, can you all hear that? Can you all hear the ambience? Sally! Sally! What's up, Sally? Long time no see. Long time and no see. I'm gonna do a new one. We're gonna make this one 1000 by 1000. Can't really hear anything. Okay, let me turn it up a little. How's that? Yeah, talk to you on Friday, Stormfrost. That's a good level. Yeah, so this gravity ambience was one that I made. Took a couple different sample sounds and then I played different chords. It was pretty sweet. So let's get to work here. We've got, what did I want? I wanted to drag in this one actually. Let's get rid of that and drag this one in. Yeah. And friendos, you probably know I'm dragging this one in so I can be a little lazier. But there's nothing wrong with being lazy if you made the base product, right? Anyway, let's change this over to that. And how am I going to do this? How am I going to do this? Work smarter, not harder. Exactly, exactly. Okay, so we want to replicate something that looks like this. In other words, a cat that is irritated and glassy-eyed. This is actually my favorite one, and if you ever run across an account somewhere where you don't expect it and you see this, like on Pixiv or something, I may or may not be posting my art there, or I may or may not have gotten my first like. Anyway, let's see. I think I can do without the tail for this one too. So let me start off with a cut. Right about there. Enter. And then I'm going to take the tail away. We can zoom in here. Swap over to white. And hello? Oh. Dumb. There we go. Doesn't have to be perfect, just has to be close. Am I right or am I right? Let me go over to pause here. Speaking of just has to be close, I'm gonna just carefully move that in. Awesome, awesome. Now, I want to thin, whoops. I hope y'all can't hear that giant airplane flying overhead. That's kind of obnoxious. It's kind of obnoxious here. Let me double check. Yeah, okay, so that's good. What I'm gonna do here is just, well, I'm on the pause. That's right. Let's do this one. Yeah. I found out a long time ago that you can actually make an outer line look a little straighter if it's bent in, if you flatten out the inside, because people aren't looking that closely at it. Anyway, let's zoom out. So we've got our default. Cool. By the way, this, the way it is almost rigged like a VTuber model. Let me show you. See the eyes floating? I can actually move the eye over the nose or up into the ear. Let me zoom in on the eyes. I've gotten some compliments on these eyes. You see how it's just kind of dusted? It's three colors. There's the base color that you kind of see in the middle. I've lightened it and I've darkened it. And it's just using one of these grunge brushes. I dust over the top in a real light manner. Armored Core is peak. really ought to play some Armored Core. Yes. Yes, yes. I don't think I own any Armored Core games right now, though. To do Max Verstappen. You aren't a Curie Kilovolt fan, are you, by chance? That would be pretty funny. Curie Kilovolt fan finds pseudo VTuber who does ASMR. Welcome in from Kick, anyway. I love Kick. I wish I could figure out the key to, like, making it a little further. Sometimes it's a little difficult to figure out, like, who wants what and what platform they want it on. So we got our whiskeys. Why don't I, for the sake of this, why don't I just delete those two? We've got our eye whites, which are independent layers, our nose. I kind of want to do it the other way, like over this way, as if the cat's looking kind of down over there. Let me show you while we're here. First of all, dead inside I'm going to do again. Where was the other one? Eyes. I want to do this eyes, but not in her style. This is from Daisy Dandelion of, I believe... Oh, was she Idol? She might be Idol. Oh, Kick sponsors F1? Wow. I learned something today. Thank you very much. To-do. Or should I call you Max Verstappen? Max. Mr. Verstappen, thank you for stopping by. My jokes are so bad. They're so bad. It's okay. This is an ASMR stream, not a joke stream. I may have something spicy in here. If you see something spicy, please don't report me to the po-pos. What's that? I'm looking for emotes. This is from Fluffin. Fluffin, a VTuber. Where was the... This one's kind of good. I'll be honest. This one's pretty good. This one must be it. Yeah, there it is. So initially I based my emote off of this. And now I'm looking, I see a water drop and the cloud behind it. I also did one based on this, but it didn't turn out right. I could not get the W mouth with the tooth the way I wanted it to be. But yeah, Pebbles, you probably already knew this, but if you didn't, this is how I've been making the emotes. I've been taking this face and I've been kind of redrawing it and transposing. So this is what I want over here. Move that there. Move that there. Now we've got our emotes out. I want to eventually do this Neruru as well. I've got so many references in here. Tell you what, while I'm at it, let's dump some more references. let's lay out the foundation. So we've got a heavy line on the top, or in some cases several heavy lines. We've got 2 or 3 kind of blush, but not really. I mean, this is black and white, it's difficult to tell. We've got the curved mouth. I think I can redo this mouth, make it a little more curved on the top. The confused thoughts and a water drop. So let me drag this one out this way, and we'll get started making the eye shape. It should be a little more dumpy. First, let me move the nose more centered. Rough estimate. Mouth. Actually, maybe it was pretty close. I overcompensated a little bit. And then we can move the whiskers left and the whiskers right. There we have it. Our left eye's over there. And our right eye is pretty close to a good spot. Okay. Actually, I'm going to delete. I just realized I put this over my chat in the other. Okay, let's see if I can get you some good scratchy noises. White. Let's do white. And my reference, I need to zoom in over here. There we go. So we've got, it's flat on top, absolutely flat. So let's make it flat. And it looks like it's rounded, so let's trim. The opacity needs to be all the way up, and the force. More round. Round. Okay. Something I'm thinking about doing with this one as well is instead of making the eye white, the extender of the, like, I think it's imitating like your eyebrow. I make some eyebrows on this one and crunch them down right next to the eye so it looks a little better, is what I'm thinking here. Okay. Ooh. Experiments in Blender. I am very curious. Very, very curious. Let's make this a little smaller. Just a little rounder. A little smaller, a little rounder. Let's cause it to cut in a little more. There we go. That's looking better, isn't it? That's looking a lot better. Maybe just a hair out like that. Just a hair out. going to put positive affirmations for this stream, and then I realized if I was drawing, I wouldn't be able to think of them as I was drawing. A little more round, a little more round. But I will certainly give you all some positive affirmations if you'd like. Let's see. Pebbles. Obviously, there's a bit of learning curve. Watching a YouTube tutorial is actually really fun, and the more you learn, the more interesting things become. Correct. And I know if I hadn't bitten off like 15 other things, I would be in Blender, or I would be in, what's the other one? ShapeLab. ShapeLab 2024 is my other one. Looking at this eye, it looks pretty darn good. Oh yes. Oh yes. Look at that eye. Just imagine it mirrored over and how disappointed this cat already looks. Ah, chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Chef's kiss. Okay. Thinking about it while working. Yes. Yeah, and eventually I'm gonna get into the 3D stuff. But for me, let me play with my hands a little bit. For me, because I'm just starting with the art and the rigging for 2D, it builds up, and I can tell I did a little bit of rigging for 3D, and I've done a little bit of art for 3D, and I can tell if I work in sequence here with the 2D stuff and then build up the 2D skill when I flip over to 3D, it's going to be a lot easier to rig and to do the art for it. And it's just learning how to sculpt. Plus with ShapeLab, I'm actually able to go into VR and sculpt it with my hands in 3D. Well, controllers. I'm able to sculpt with the controllers. And the reason I didn't stick with that so far, the 3D stuff, is because I ran into a snag. I wanted to use my, what's it called? My other controllers with this new headset that's got better visuals, but I don't. I wasn't able to figure it out. VR stuff is hard and it doesn't work together very well. It's like they make the stuff and then they want you to keep buying from the same company, so they make it so it's not compatible with anything else. Which also drives up the price. I think Steam did the right thing starting off, and they made their thing like super compatible with everything. There were even companies that built their body tracking off of Steam's lighthouses because Steam just did such a good job and made it available. But then the company started doing other stuff. So what I want to do here is the layer. The layer, yeah, transform it, flip horizontally. It's almost in the right spot too, isn't it? Okay. Let's move you over just a bit more. I should have made the eyebrows already. I want another reference, like, this is an okay reference, but I want a better reference, so I'm going to look for one here. Grumpy. Okay. So yeah, this is like the eyelash. The eyebrow comes down, the eyelash comes out and hooks. And it's supposed to be like a sideways look. Okay, so this actually has been super, super helpful. Whose is this? I'm taking it as a reference, guys. Not using. Thank you, whoever on Pinterest did this. Maybe I can actually go and look. Artselection.org does not tell me who drew it. Also, being on my Pinterest is dangerous. It's actually super dangerous because of the types of things that I like on Pinterest. I don't want y'all getting involved in weird AI buildings or mysterious AI anime girls. So, how are we going to do? Well, first of all, let's do something with the mouth. I wanted to do a bit more here with rounding it out a bit. Yeah. Well, that's looking better already. We're going to give it pouty lips. Very, very, very pouty. I think that's a little better. Zoom out. Your Pinterest is a mess of memes and cool art. Yeah. I mean, Pebbles, I wouldn't mind showing you my Pinterest, but in the middle of a stream, I'd be like, oh. Let's. Other way. I want to flatten this just a bit. Just a bit here. And I want to flatten this just a bit. Make it a little round. Okay, and then we'll. Was it layer? Was it view? It was view. Reset. Okay. Make it a little rounder. Yeah. Just a little bit. All we need. Thick, pouty, kitty lips. I like the whiskers. I like the nose. Well, we're going to leave them. Now we got to figure out what to do with the eyelashes. So let me create another layer here. I'm going to call it noticing also. And I think noticing is the key, because I heard somebody talk about art improvement is mostly about training your eye to see rather than training your hand to draw. Especially with digital art, you can zoom in and sculpt and shape and do so much stuff, like correct your mistakes until everything looks perfect. But if your eye can't see the mistakes, then you won't. So I've been looking at a lot of stuff with a critical eye, like, why are tatas different sizes in this picture? Were they trying to do like perspective, or sometimes not, right? You gotta give them grace, but also use them to train yourself so that it's better, right? Yeah, like this eye, y'all just watched me tweak this eye shape for like 15 minutes. And then I just flipped it over, and that's working smarter, not harder. So, let me see. I wanna do like a medium gray. We'd call that maybe a third of the way down, maybe a quarter. Let's try it. Let's just try it. Whoops. Come on. How about that? And then we do a little hook down here. I'll definitely be refining the shape and the color of it. I think it needs to be darker, kind of like the nose. How the nose is just a little bit off black. Let me see. So let's try the other way and see what this does. Yeah, that's so much better, isn't it? And then we're just gonna use our line tool to make it a little flatter. Flat earth. Okay, and then I need, what was it? It was layer or view? It was view. Reset and zoom out. Okay. The gray needs to be a little lighter, doesn't it? Just a little lighter for the differentiation. Let's zoom in. See what we can do about. How about there? I might be doing something a little wrong here. Let me check. So this has the full eyes swooped over. we create the irises separately, that will work. That will do it. I think we have a winner. Let me zoom in here though. Okay, Control 8. I'm going to have another look. The person that did the second one, the one that we looked up from Pinterest, actually like lightened the bottom of the eye and darkened the top and then pushed the iris over. The original person we were looking at, they didn't have the detail there. Of course, I think they were like a gaming VTuber that just happened to draw a little bit. And the way they indicated that the eyes were looking away was they changed the eyelash directions, indicating that they were indeed like looking off to the side, like kind of thing. Right? So, I think we can go with the second model because we have enough detail here to actually like push the iris over. And once I make the iris, I can duplicate it and put that anywhere inside of these white circles. Bear in mind, there is a way to clip so that they don't go outside of the circle, but darned if I know how to. I'm doing all of this as a complete noob, I guess. Let me do a little rotation here. I'm gonna touch that, and then I'm going to flip over. Yeah, okay. Now I'm thinking, looking at this, it's very sharp on the bottom. It's almost a fang. And then it's got kind of a sweep up to a sharp point on the inside right over here. So I'm gonna try doing a little, let's dip in so we can, let me zoom just a bit more here. So I want it to come down about there. And then we can swoop back out. That might not be swooped in quite enough. And then I can, using the erase, kind of scoop some more out like that. Yeah. And it looks like it's got a bit of a dip in here as well. Okay. A little more dip, a little more dip. Just a little bit. Okay. And then we'll cut that down to more of a sharp. Yeah. And then on the circle around, let's smooth out the curve here. And then tighten that down there considerably. Let's give this a look. The view, the flip and rotate, the reset. And then we zoom out. It looks like a toupee. On top of the eye, it looks like a toupee. What was I thinking? I was too far zoomed in, that's what it was. Let me look back. Maybe less of a swoop up and more of a swoop down. like somebody else's famous swoop there. Maybe I should just go for the flat. I don't know. Let's try going back to the flat. Put it here, trace it here, and then come down. And then we'll take our erase tool, and we're just going to flatten like so. That looks a bit better. Let's increase this a bit. And then do some trimmage right along there. Yep. I can't believe I made a toupee for my eyeball. I think it needs to extend out a little bit, doesn't it? Just a bit. Like, you know? Maybe you don't know. I'll show you pretty soon. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. I'll show you pretty soon. Pretty soon. Pretty soon. How's that? It's a bit closer. Let me show you. See, we got the hook down. And mine is flat. This one has more of a scoop, but there are a lot more experienced artists than I am. A lot more experienced. I'll catch up someday. So what I'm gonna do here is duplicate, duplicate. Okay. On layer, transform horizontal. Not that. Move it over. Almost looks like the cat has glasses. Now, these eyes are looking straight over. So let me try. I'm gonna go back down there. In your opinion, it's good. Awesome. Yeah, it's a little difficult sometimes. I think actually, hold on. Let's make this eyelash L. Okay. I think eyelash L needs to come down just a hair. Get it? Because it's hair. Yeah, let me zoom in too. Gotta make sure it's sitting on the eye properly. Okay. Alright. We want our iris. I don't know why I keep putting down the pen with my right hand. I definitely don't need to if I'm only typing with one hand. Iris. R. Enter. 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 this angle, it's looking a little, not like fur. Let me see if I can find it for you, because this is funny to me. This is extremely funny. If I can find it again. Come on, where are you? I think I went too far. Where are you? It was like in the third. There it is. Let me do this. Here, over here, over here. Okay. Just a quick stamp. You see this? I would consider this like cracked ice. This look. Or a bunch of brambles. Like vines with spikes on them, jammed together. But that was the best looking brush I had for the ear texture. Anyway, if it comes back to that, I'm going to repeat and just do like lines of fluff down. It's a really good brush, I think, for the outline. It's unfortunate though that I guess I could put some kind of randomizer over here, but I'm not sure how to do that. Maybe apply jitter. Or I could manually shift the angle. Anyway, let's go back. This spacing down. And I want to figure out what I'm doing. Rotation randomness. There might be something else I was going to look into. Something else is I do not have dynamics on this tablet. The tablet does not have dynamics on. And this over here. Can I dock it? No, I can't. Okay. Device status. Tools, documents. Yeah, I'll have to look later. But I thought to myself, surely there's a way in GIMP to do pressure sensitivity for. I mean, I know there is. I just haven't like figured it out. That one. Okay. Let's do the eyes. There's something I've been thinking about. For a while. Do I want yellow eyes like the normal cat? Or do I want like grayish, blackish, like bramble eyes? And I think I might want a hybrid of the two. So let me attempt this. Okay. Then I'm going to do our alpha to selection. Let's do a color. Hue chroma. Now let's change the chroma into the yellows here. there's a better way to do this. There is a better way to do this. Hold on. Let's make it a little more oblong. Maybe a little smaller. Okay. Then we do a little thing here with the dodge and burn. We've got the burn on the midtones, and we're going to move the force down and the opacity down. Got the exposure down. Burn is the darker. Let's move it up here and use this. Okay. Then let's use our dodge on the midtones. Okay. Then I want to draw a little hazy thing here, right in the middle. Too much? Let's make it even smaller. 3. Smaller. That is the most unique eye I have ever drawn. I'm thinking about it. Let's try duplicating and flipping over. Duplicate. Don't delete layer. Duplicate layer. Then we go into layer. Transform. Flip horizontally. And then we move. Let's go over here. And then we'll come over here and we'll go over here. Yes, it would be a lot of grayscale. Let me try. Can I clip? Hold on, where's normal iris right? think I might have messed something up here. Let me try. There is a way to clip. There is a way to clip. So iris left. Should. Iris left. If I'm thinking this correct. Iris right. Interesting. So if this one disappears, it is clipped. Oh, my connection is struggling. Oof. I mean, it might be me. I think the iris itself is not that great. Unless I can fluff my way through. It just looks worried right now. We want it to look angy. Okay. Oh, it's black. I think it's just mildly upset. iris is screwed around. Okay, Control A. And let's do try and clip. And then this one. Wait, why is it? Okay. That was not the right iris. It is definitely not clipped. Yeah, I need to push the eyes further one direction or the other. There's a cheat I can use. True enough. That's right. All right. To here. I control I, invert. Then we've got our brow. Okay. And then we flip over here. Oops. This. And we. This is cheating. Definitely. Oh, that's the wrong one. I want Control I. And then I want to paint. Okay, and then we're going to put this below there. What if I change the angle of the eyelashes? So let's do a move. What? I believe I have eyelash selected. Oh, I understand. Rotate. And we just rotate it up. And we just move it over. Anchor. That's a bit better, isn't it? Then let's take eyelash left, rotate. much grumpier. Much grumpier. Okay, and then let's do maybe one more thing. And we grab this, make it very small, even small. Thinner. Interesting. This does look like a grumpy cat, doesn't it? But it's totally different looking than some of the other stuff. And I think it's lost some of its gusto. Let me try a thing here. Well, thank you. Thank you, Pebbles. I'll probably just finish up this one. I gotta figure out how to get the eyes right. Get rid of that. Thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for coming. I love it when people show up and yap with me. Yap with me. I wonder though. I think it's probably better looking down. And I definitely want. How is this? Very gentle arc down. Gentle arc down. Oop. I think this is it, folks. I think we've hit the pinnacle. I will eventually learn how to clip layers. I mean, there's another layer. Anyway, quite encapsulates like the blank expression. So maybe I could do something with the eye whites. Left eye white. Oops. And to selection. Let's do a dark gray. Maybe a cloud. We got some clouds in here. Okay. Let's move the force down, the opacity down. Size down. Oh, helps if I do something like this. Okay. Yo. That's a totally different look. I'm still not like 100%. But I think if I put a couple more like spaces in it, it would look a little better. Should we make some bloodshot? What should I call it? Make a couple like bloodshot. Let's zoom in and see how this looks. Decrease. Let's force down, opacity up, size way down. That's fine. Okay. The red needs to be a little redder. I think I'm onto something here. Let's nice middle of the road there. Zoom in. Yeah, veins are just like this, aren't they? Sometimes you'll get little ones like in the middle of somewhere. Okay. Let's alpha to that selection. You don't want to go too far overboard. And then there's something I need to do here. Straight black, increase the size, and then we so satisfying. Okay. Let's look over here. Oh, yes, for sure. Let's get this. We come around to here. We gotta just make sure it's dark gray at the very least. If it looks like the rest, we're good. Maybe a little bit more. These lighter ones are not the same color. There we go. They can be black, they can be that shade of gray. They cannot be lighter than that shade. Yo, friends, it is pissed. Bams. Bams, what's up, man? Yo, let me show you my friend Void the cat and how angry he is right now. Let me. This is also the most unique iris I've ever done. And honestly, I like this. It's not quite the original feeling I get from the other emote. And I already erased the other emote. This one's done. This one's done. But the emote I'm attempting to replace is this one. It's got, I don't know, I don't view this as like angry. I view this as extreme disappointment and like separating oneself from the local environment. Like, oh, I can't believe that just happened. Oh. Y'all can interpret that different. You can look at these two and be like, oh yeah, that's the same emotion. But for me, it's not quite the same. The Void the cat is more like angry, and the original AXD is just dissociated and depressed. But we can come up with more later. I really like the cloudy effect on the eye, and I actually use the cloud brush for it. There's a whole lot you can do without even having pressure sensitivity on. I'm gonna print it, friends. I'm gonna print it, and then we'll be done for the day. Trying to keep streams a little bit shorter. Also streaming on Twitter. Hello, if anybody's on Twitter, I may or may not be able to see your text. I think it integrates, but I'm not sure because I don't think I've had anybody on Twitter interact with me while streaming yet. Short streams? Vamps, it's been an hour and a half. It's been an hour and a half. However, if you come on later, then I will stream later. I don't have to cut streams short necessarily. Do you come in like at the end half instead of at the beginning? Because you're a regular, like I want to make sure that I'm catching you when I stream. Export as slide this over. was that sound? Oh, you just joined. Man. Man. Is this a regular thing for you? Because I can start streaming later. Icy Pebbles joins me, and then has to go to bed pretty soon after joining. But he was here for like an hour and 15 minutes. Let's get that void pissed. Bedtime about you now. Well, I'll tell you what. Since I've got the setup, you can request some triggers that are going to help you sleep, and I will give them to you. I just need to load this emote. Settings, emoji. I think I can just void pissed. Yeah, I considered this original emote. No way. Can't believe this is happening. Like an eye roll. It's okay though. We'll get these others pretty soon. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 with Void the Cat. Let me write down in here ASMR. No. Emote. Let me put Void Pissed here. What, Mamps? What triggers would you like? And I will give you some triggers as we're preparing. I think this emote's good, so I'm not even gonna say it like that. Soft speaking and some scratching. Well, let me see if I can put this here. How about this? Is this the right kind of scratching? Or is there a different kind of scratching that you prefer? I know we can get the tapping from here. Let me get this expanded. Yeah, right about there. It's the right kind. Okay, I'll do a couple minutes of this. It's no problem. It's one of the few people that actually shows up to these streams. It's good to give some fan service, right? I mean, I guess I could have just done that because there's a camera. You're a VIP. I've already got you in mind for Twitch VIPness. Twitch VIPness. think I can give VIPs until I get monetized. But I gave you mod, and that's close enough. I don't actually expand to ban anyone, but until we get VIP, you'll be mod, and you'll have that nice little sword next to your name, and you'll scare off all of the bots. Please do scare off the bots. I should mod Icy Pebbles on YouTube while I'm at it. Ooh. We've got a fingernail. We've got fingertip. I kind of like fingertip. There's a different kind of scratching sound for you. Now, Bams, you may have seen what was written in the Discord about how I was looking to maybe reduce the length of streams for ASMR. What I wasn't including was, in place of them, I might do like roleplay ASMR. So like your day at the spa, or butler takes really good care of you and cleans your ears, stuff like that. See, I'm very into an ASMR artist named Ali Chu, and she does kind of a thing that I'm looking to do. I think it's easier to show you. Let's see. Please don't judge me for all of these weird things. Ali Chu art. Yeah. So I'm not into like monster girls, monster boys as much. Oh, she did a hand cam stream. Interesting. I guess she opens Pokemon cards and stuff. But like, she has a theme, and then she draws a picture for it, and then she like role plays whatever it is. Monster girl eye and ear exam. Obviously, you know, because I can do visual. I can do visual on top of whatever it is. The only thing is, I don't think I have enough, like, uniform parts to do full cosplays of anything. like your opinion as well. Obviously, you want longer streams to overlap when you're on, which is cool. I'm not saying like I'm trying to follow trends necessarily. I want to still do the art, so to speak. Because this is an art form. Relaxation is an art form. Let me see if I can bend this down just a bit. See, I could start later, is the thing. So right now, for me, it's almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So I have plenty more time, and it's an off day right now. I will say, around April, I'm gonna swap schedule. So my off days, instead of being Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday like they are now, they're going to be Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So probably Friday I'm going to be doing ASMR maybe, or Saturday. So people have more time to show up. And they aren't, they don't have to stay up and like miss school. Because it's in the middle of the afternoon and they're just coming home from work or school or whatever it is. Some of them haven't even left work yet. And then for Europe, it's late. You gotta go to sleep to get back up the next morning. And for Asia, I think it's really, really, really early in the morning. So my schedule is literally the worst it could be for streaming, which is probably why I have no momentum. Even if I accidentally scratch too deep on here, this was a really cheap tablet. I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean it was very inexpensive. I think I bought one of them for $40 or $50, and the second one I bought for like $20 or $30 on sale. But like a $20 or $30 drawing pad, considering, you know, Wacom is like $1,700 for a drawing tablet, screen and all that. I don't want a screen. I like this. Excuse me. I think that was a good price to pay for a tablet to see if I liked drawing, and I liked drawing. I also use it for rigging. And sometimes it's a little easier to use it for music editing on MIDI. It's definitely easier to use it to paint on 3D models. So I can rotate with the pen, I can paint the section, and then I can rotate again to paint the next side. But I was thinking videos, because not many people can catch my streams right now. If I stay up to the point that I could get Asia and the United States, Europe's going to be asleep. And that sucks for y'all to watch a stream after it's already over. Potentially. But I'll tell you what. Today, I really enjoyed this stream. I really enjoyed it last week too, and it was pure ASMR. But it's like, I don't have to be as high effort with the ASMR as I have been, right? Drawing a background, editing in video effects, all this extra stuff. Maybe that was my problem, was I was burning out doing all this extra stuff, trying to make it unique. Yeah. I mean, a lot of people liked the drawing ASMR. And if I can admit to y'all something, I don't know how true this is, because a lot of the time Streamlabs is lying to me about how many people are watching, but it says there's 6 people watching right now, which is huge. Granted, I'm streaming on 4 platforms. Twitter, Twitch, Kick, and YouTube. So it could be taking like 1 or 2 from each one. And supposedly y'all can chat through my screen. I'll have the chat displayed, and it'll show where you're chatting from. Which I also like. I'm glad they did this, because I was trying to learn programming so that I could combine chat like that, and learning programming on top of trying to learn art, on top of bettering my music skill to the point that I can make original music is it's this. It's this. This is the feeling of trying to learn programming on top of all the other stuff that I've decided is worth time, effort, and energy. But I'll tell you what, Pams, I might modify the time a little bit just to catch a little bit more of you. more simple things. Like whoever comes in, chat for a bit, ask for a different trigger. Just nice sounds, yeah. With the squishy paws, yes. Yeah. So I will slow down my roll. I'll just show up, do the ASMR, do the drawing. I think it was very relaxing to draw a new emote, and we got some funny moments out of it too. Like the eyebrows, or the eyelashes rather, over the eyes looked like a toupee. Fake hair. A fake hair hat. Oh my goodness. That was great. Some funny moments. I'm glad I got to spend time with y'all, and y'all are spending time with me. I've been looking also, there's quite a number of other ASMR artists that I listen to, and they'll do 2 hours on the same microphone, or a lot of them do 20 minutes. 20-minute video, only Tascam. 20-minute video, only Blue Yeti, or in my case Movo. 20-minute video, only 3DO. It's not bad. Yes, visual. I'm glad y'all like them. But I do have moments of self-doubt. It's like once or twice a week I'm like, what am I doing? I'm trying to fight it off, because I know, especially for like VTubers and streamers, it's an escape. It's an escape from real life, because there's a lot of stress and pressure. I want to be that escape, but I can't be the escape if I can't escape myself. My workplace is pretty crazy too. We don't hire the best of the best, we just hire warm bodies. And there's a number of people that I don't 100% get along with. And one of them that I had just escaped from came back to my team, and I'm like, it like affects my whole day. But there are also times when I'm like, I get to stream when I come home. Or, I've got an art project planned. I wonder if I'll succeed this week. Actually, yesterday, where was it? Did I put it away? Let me show you as I'm winding down here. Ooh, that was my stomach. I hope you didn't hear that. So this wraith, I did a painting where I tried to imitate it. Was it in my art? No. There it is. Okay. I did this painting attempting to imitate the feeling of this AI art with a butchered hand. I really liked the painting strokes, and I'm not quite sure how to make my art in the digital medium look like paintbrush strokes, but I managed a pretty decent mist. And this just looked cool, so I made it. Yeah, this takes about an hour and a half to make, something like this. And potentially I could do all of my art projects with ASMR. I don't know how well it would work. Anyway, I'm making progress. Let me sign off. Let me sign off for today. Yes, it will. And also of note, one of my goals this year is to do one art project per week for a total of 52 art projects. And they improve gradually, project to project, emote to emote. So I'm imagining in 52 weeks, what is it going to look like? I hope it's fantastic. I do have a lot of work left to do, though. I've missed 1 week so far, and we're in January, but it's not that I didn't try. It's that the drawing I was attempting to make was too complex. So I will finish that one off another time. And with all of these extra emotes that I've made, I count the emotes as a drawing, especially if it took me an hour and a half to do one of them. Yeah. So I've caught up, I think, with all of these extras. Not these, mind you. But let's put AXT no way down there. Yeah, so we've done 5, and we have roughly 5 to go. Let's put this in emotes and stickers. Outdated. There it is. Boink. Okay. Thank you for joining me. I will catch you on the next one. By the way, tomorrow I am streaming again, but I think... Let me look. Game stream. So the game stream, you might miss Bamps, but it starts basically 13 minutes ago, but tomorrow. So I'm trying to put the game stream later for the people that actually get home from work and can watch game streams in the United States. It was an experiment. I don't know how good the experiment is so far, because I have gotten a couple people in stream, and some people I just haven't. So, thank you, Twitch, Kick, YouTube, and Twitter.